we are going to discuss phoneme identity. So I want you to listen carefully as I say 3 words. Fly, pie, kite. All of these words have one sound that is the same. The sound I is the same in all 3 words. So I can hear I in fly, pie, and kite. Listen carefully as I say 3 words. I want you to tell me the sound you hear that is the same in all 3 words. We'll do this first one together. Bike, tie, fry. So when I said those words, they all had the I sound. Listen again. Bike, tie, fry. So they all have that long I. You're going to do these next few on your own. I will check in with you after a few moments. So tell me what sound is the same in all 3 words. Sold, mow, toe. The long O is the same. Find, shy, night. The long I is the same. Stop, lock, not. It's the short O, the ah sound is the same. Seed, teen, bee. The long E is the same. Cry, why, right. The long I is the same. We're now going to discuss something new today. This is inflectional endings. And so when we see a word that ends in Y, which we have a bunch of words here that end in Y, you need to change the Y to an I before you add ES or the ED. So if you notice here, we have cry, which ends in a Y. So we changed it to I, and then we added ES. Same thing here. We have cried, so the past tense form of cry. And we changed this Y to an I. And then we added ED. So when you see words that end with Y, you change the Y to an I and add ED for past tense. If you want to add ES, you do the same. You change the Y to an I and then add ES. Okay, let's take a look at this first example here. So we have fry. So for fry, we're going to change this Y to an I. So F-R-I, and then we can add the E-S. What if I want to make it fried? Well, again, I'm going to change the Y to an I when I make fried. So it's F-R-I, and then it'll be E-D to make that past tense. Let's take a look at the word try. Again, we're going to change the Y to an I. So it'd be T-R-Y, No, we want to make it tries. So change the Y to an I, and then we'll add ES. So now the word is tries. If we want to make it tried, it's going to be TR. What letter should I put next? It should be an I and an ED. Remember, we're always changing this Y to an I before we add ES or we add ED. Our next word is dry, so we want to make it dries. So help me. How would I write dries? D-R-I-E-S. And then let's take a look at this next one. We want to make it dried. So again, help me out. How would I make it dried? D-R, change that Y to an I. Is that it then? No, we have to add the ED, so now it's dried. Okay, here's our last one, spy. Okay, so we're going to make spy into spies. So help me out. How would I write that? S-P-I-E-S. Remember, we change Y to I. And then the last one would be spied. So again, how would we write spied? S-P, and then it'd be I-E-D. So just remember, when you see a Y at the end of a word, you change the Y to an I before adding ES or the ED ending. Okay, let's take a look here at these words. These are our sight words for this week, and I would like to go over them with you today. We are going to go ahead and use them in a sentence and then also spell them. So this first word is caught. Say that with me. Caught. I caught the dog who was running away. Let's spell it. C-A-U-G-H-T. Our next word is flew. Say that with me. Flew. The bird flew to Mexico. Let's spell it. F-L-E-W. Our next word is know. Say it with me. Know. Now this is the know when you understand something. So I know how to add. You know how to add. Let's go ahead and we'll spell it. K-N-O-W. This word is laugh. Everyone laugh. Ha, 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 ha. I love to laugh at funny jokes. Let's spell it. L-A-U-G-H. Our next word is listen. Say it with me. Listen. I listen to my teacher on Edpuzzle. It's really important that you do that. So let's spell it. L-I-S-T-E-N. Our last word is were. Say it with me. Were. We were going to go to the park, but it rained. Let's go ahead and we'll spell it. W-E-R-E.